Hello, Internet, and welcome back to another episode of Game Exchange, the only cross-cultural gaming YouTube show where we recommend each other our favorite games and we have to play them, and now we're reviewing them. Yeah, it's pretty solid, I think.
Like way later than after we played them. I have zero
I-
memory of either of these games.
That's not true. I actually just played one of these games, and I was watching a lot of Let's Plays of Titanfall 2. I can never forget Titanfall 2.
When are we gonna get caught up to the present? Games I'm playing today.
I don't know, man. That's a good question. What are you playing today?
Oh well, I've been playing some modded Fallout New Vegas, and I think it's a good balance because I'm trying to be as good as possible. Failing, unfortunately, it kind of makes me mad because I'll be like, "Fuck the autosave! I didn't have a normal
like
save in the last 2 hours. I've been relying on the autosave."
Yeah.
And I fucked up the train mission, so that,
Ain't that
something
the
bad
truth,
happened to the
man?
train.
Aren't we all just trying to?
But
be good
anyways,
and
I'm
fall
trying to be
short?
good in that one. But
Yeah.
and it's very fulfilling because I'm also at the same time I'm
Yeah.
playing Divinity: Original Sin, and I'm being trying to be as evil as possible. So it's very it's like
Is it
very
quicker to be evil
spiritually
in
healing.
Divinity, or is it like slower? Because like there should be like less side quests and stuff because you're murdering everyone.
I guess it would be quicker. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I guess.
Just
know.
RPG'd out.
I mean, it depends. Like, if you're going for purely for speed, I wonder. You gotta. If you're going purely for speed, I guess you only need. You only need one item, which you can get pretty early.
The goop.
Maybe. So.
You just need goop barrel percentage. That's all.
No, it's not the fog barrels.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, man. Don't go into the fog.
True. But yeah, I don't know. I guess I've been playing even more Rivals. I'm having less fun. I've gotten to the point in my journey where I'm hard stuck. I like, getting put back down into gold so I can shit on those peons. But it's just like man, once I get to people on my level, it's really tough. I just had this game where we banned Bucky and Hella, very good bands in my opinion. They banned Moon Knight and Daredevil, also good bands. But we left Phoenix open, and we had a Rocket player. And we're like, okay, maybe they won't play Phoenix, you can start on Rocket. Nobody said anything. But his ult gets canceled 5 times in the first round, and the guy doesn't swap. Okay? The only way we could get him to swap, somebody else picks Rocket. He goes Gambit. He does great on Gambit. We cap first point. Easy. The guy already swapped off Rocket at this point. He went back to DPS. And you know what this guy does? He didn't even die. He goes back into spawn and gets back on Rocket. Like, what are we doing? Like, the Phoenix is just holding her ult, just itching. Just itching to fuck us over.
Now, I must confess, I think that might have been me on the on your team, sort of
just throwing, man.
Well,
I can't handle this, man.
I just really like to role play as Rocket. So I can't. I mean, I'll try other characters if Rocket's taken, but if Rocket isn't taken, I have to play him, or else.
I mean, even if there's a RP. Phoenix.
I mean, would Rocket
just
kill himself
absolutely
if there was
every
Phoenix?
time? Yeah, he basically does. I don't know if she does extra damage. She's probably just landing on Rocket. But every time Phoenix has an ult, it's not like she just cancels the ult. Invariably, even if there's another support ult going, she will kill Rocket. And it's like, man, how many times do we need to see this? Do you ever get tired of dying like this? He must have been kicking his feet, having a grand old time.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably like, what, 5 years old? 10,
I don't
15,
know.
20,
I wasn't in voice chat. Or
25,
probably molding.
30,
You're just guessing. You're just going up that high.
35,
Yeah.
36.
Speaking of 36, we've got some news. We got a little bit of news. Our first bit of news: don't use AI. I tried to use an AI clipper
I
for
can't
the
believe
Hollow
you
Knight. I know,
even
man, for the Hollow Knight
consider,
video,
man, using
and
that
my Hollow Knight take got stolen. It was
on my
stolen
voice.
with some random HK YouTuber talking about how Hollow Knight is relatable. Freaking, it was word for word, bar for bar. Trust me, talking about resilience and why now? Why now? A day after I used the tool, 1 day after.
Yeah,
Man.
I mean, you might be paranoid, but also, what the
I'm
fuck were
super
you
paranoid.
thinking?
I'm absolutely out of my mind. But man, they're copying us. They're listening, and I
Man,
don't like it.
I mean, what did you expect?
I don't know. I just thought it would take longer. I thought we'd see some of the benefits. This is a very tough lesson to learn.
The
Anyway,
benefits, man. Tough
man,
lesson, man. What
even
about
if
your
it's all in
principles?
my head, man, don't ask me about principles. But in other news, very relevant to this episode, Respawn just launched their new game that they showed the trailer at the Game Awards for High Guard. I saw a few streamers waiting for the beta. I don't know. They were like opening up the game. And it seemed okay. I don't know why they're doing this. They really need to lock in. They've got a lot of games in the pipeline. They've got Jedi Survivor 3. They got that Star Wars FPS that might be kind of good. I don't know why they've decided to do this, but yeah, man. Okay. I guess they just love money. They love the live service. They love all the money that Apex got them. You know.
Well, the studios love the money. They like the idea of a live service because, inherently, I mean, more money. I mean, it's
Yeah.
like, it's like, wow, you mean we could have a game that's like Fortnite or a game that isn't like Fortnite? But what they don't get is that there already is Fortnite, and you're not going to be Fortnite.
Yeah.
I
I mean,
mean, most
Rivals
live service
worked.
games flop.
Yeah. I mean, Zero Company is something. Yeah, I think you need like an established IP or like really strong design, and I don't think Highguard has either of them. I mean, I saw that trailer. Nothing really stuck out to me. You know, even if I look it up, it's like, man, yeah. You looking at this main character? What is this guy? There's a freaking bear and a sniper, dude. A guy
All
on
right,
top of the
man.
bear. That's
That's
fucking
just
cool, man.
JJK.
Yeah, it wishes it was JJK, man. Guns wouldn't work that well on most
Do you
guys in
think if they got the
JJK.
JJK license, this game would be selling
Oh
better?
yeah, I would play it. The gameplay could be exactly the same. Replace that little sniper with like Nobara or something. I don't know, man.
Yeah, you wouldn't even have to animate guns, they're just fucking throwing shapes.
Yeah, man, that seems harder though. Anyway, we're
No,
here to
man.
we're here to.
Lasers.
It would be okay. We're here to talk about the good old days back when Respawn knew what they were doing, and a little after when they were just all right. I don't know, it was okay, but yeah, today we've got a really hot, fresh slate, some sequel talk with Star Wars Jedi Survivor and Titanfall 2, and
But what about Titanfall 1?
yeah, man. I didn't play that. I heard it was mid anyway. It doesn't even have a campaign. It's like barely a game. I guess that's just really what they want to do. They hate making campaigns, even though they're amazing at it. Um. Anyway, just to jump right into it, I mean, you want to give us a quick summary of a Jedi Survivor? Yeah, where do we start? Well, we left off with Cal. He got the list. He stopped the list from falling into the wrong hands, which is any hands really. Who would even want something like that? A list of Jedi or force sensitive children. Hmm, you know, makes me uncomfortable. But yeah, where do we leave off with Cal? Where do we pick up? Jedi Survivor.
Well, after the events of the book, of the sequel book, which I'm blanking on the
I
name.
I didn't
Uh,
know that existed. Hmm.
yes. Yeah, that's where Grease gets his arm cut off. Cal,
Rip.
um, Grease, Seer, Marin, they've all gone their separate ways.
Hmm.
Cal was too invested in fighting the good fight, whereas Seer and Marin wanted to focus on rebuilding
Yeah,
uh,
they're off
or
rebuilding the
protecting
Jedi.
what is or what's
Yeah.
left,
Hmm. Yeah.
discovering,
Reading
themselves.
nerds. Yeah. The
Well, I mean,
nerds.
yeah, with Marin, she went on a hike.
She does that a lot, I think. She'll only go on hikes, but
She's in good
yeah.
shape.
Then you got Cal and Bode. They go to Coruscant
Yes,
for
right. Cal wants to fight the good fight. So he's working for Saw Gerrera, right? Doing terrorism stuff.
hmm,
Uh, and
good
so
mate.
yeah, him, Bode, and his squad. Their squad. The twins. Um, the rest of them.
Yeah, they all die. They
Yeah,
all
they all
die.
die. But
Yeah, the mission
I would
goes
have
sideways.
loved to remember
Oh man,
them better. It's just
but
we haven't played this
R.I.P.
game. It's been like 10 years since I've touched this game.
10
I'm recording this in
years.
the future.
No, man, it's been like 2 years, and yeah, I don't know. It's like yeah. So the mission goes sideways, and Bode and Cal, they're off to find some reinforcements. They got to go lick their wounds, and that's where you end up on a Kobo. It's the main planet for Jedi Survivor.
Yeah, Cal needs to go visit Grease because he's the best at fixing up the ship.
And he is, and he is. It's kind of a similar setup for Titanfall 2. You're a young upstart grunt in a rebel fighting force. Your name is Jack Cooper, and you're running around, and you you've got
And you have a
dreams.
robot
And
buddy.
no, not yet. Your name is Jack Cooper, and you have dreams. You want to be a pilot, and your best mate. Man, he's already a pilot, and he lets you use his helmet to run around in VR and try it out. And that's where your first mission takes you. And after you're done doing that, you get pretty good at it. He tells you, man, you'll be a great pilot one day, and then he dies, and you take his robot. And man, you've got a target, and similar, I think, to Maximus and Fallout. Less malicious, but you decide to just, hey man, I'm a pilot. Shit, I'll go finish the mission, and yeah, you definitely do your best on that.
Yeah. What I think is really neat about the tutorial is that it lets you try, as many times as you want.
Yeah, the
Uh, and I think it really lets you learn. I think grenade strats, which I think is you just sort of toss a grenade and you like kill 3 people. And that's
yeah, you
I think
learn
that's
how
really
grenades
useful.
work. Um,
Well,
I think
when you're
the
doing a
pilot
speed run.
gauntlet is yeah, the pilot gauntlet is like a super sped run. It's like a
It's super sped
it's
coded.
yeah, you get to do it as many times as you want. All the neurodivergents love the
Got that.
pilot's gauntlet. I was just going around for like a while trying to get a high score. I first played this game in a video game arcade. And I barely got to
Wow, where was
the first real
this?
mission. When the game came out, I probably
Mm,
played it like around 3 times, and yeah, I was trying to get a high score, and I was sat there. I
amazing.
didn't even go play any other games. I was just on the Xbox setup, running the Pilot's Gauntlet over and over again, because it's just so good, and like it gives you all the tools for movement, like right away. As soon as you get the helmet. well, you have to unlock the jump pack like slowly. There's a little bit of tutorializing once you actually meet BT. Um, but yeah, and BT is your robot. Probably this is probably the most pro AI game ever. I don't think I've ever
Hmm.
felt as much for a
You
computer
haven't
as I
played the
have in this
Turing
game.
test.
No, I haven't. But
It's
I
probably,
doubt.
probably top three games.
Hmm, I doubt. I'll feel as anything for those robots as I do for BT. BT is just a wonderful bloke. He really tries to help you out and shows you the ropes even more than your dead mentor can do.
Yeah, and I think that's really beautiful. I think it's just saying about, we need to forget the wisdom of like the elders and like the human educators, and we need to kind of just trust what has been made for us by like higher powers, higher stocks, higher investments.
I don't know where you're
Um,
going with this. That's actually funny you mentioned that. I just pulled up a theory that Jack was brainwashed. He was a part of the Apex Predators, and they brainwashed him to join the rebellion, which I think is based. Yeah, spoilers for both these games from here on out. I would give Titanfall 2 a highly recommend. It takes about 6 hours to play. There's still a lot of people playing the multiplayer as of right now, like 2K people just on PC alone, not even to mention console.
we're
I don't
on there
know if they
right
use a
now.
lot of bots. Um, I don't know if they use a lot of bots, but you can always find a game within like 2 to 5 minutes. It's not that bad. You know, yeah, it's no rivals matchmaking, but still pretty damn good. Still pretty damn good.
Hmm.
But yeah, you chose Jedi Survivor just as the sequel to Jedi
It
Fallen
must have
Order.
been that you were already planning on playing this game, and I said you cannot play it without playing Fallen Order first.
That's no.
You don't
I
think so?
was no. It was just that it was the sequel, and you were saying it was better. Confabulation is definitely a fun thing, but yeah, no, yeah, and I was telling you and telling myself, playing Fallen Order, I was like, not only is Hollow Knight a better version of this, but they already made this game better. They already made Titanfall 2. Why are they doing this? They added a lightsaber and took out everything that made this game, sweet. They kept some of it, but they had it so isolated that it really frustrated me. Like compared to like the freedom that you get in Titanfall 2, playing it, Jedi Fallen Order was really, really frustrating. Yeah, I don't know.
Well, Titanfall 2 is much more linear, you gotta consider.
Yeah, which is that a bad thing? If yeah, is that a bad thing? I do
It
think
depends
that
what you
Jedi
want.
Survivor. I think that Jedi Survivor greatly improves on a lot that Fallen Order has to offer. Um, you don't necessarily start with everything, but once you have your full kit, it's just it's a lot more fun. The new dash system works a lot better than the dodge roll thing they had. They still call it dodge, but you're dashing. The double jump works better. You
Well, you
get
have
to
both
control it in flight. Yeah, I'm
is the
saying, yeah,
thing.
yeah. You have both now, and like, it really makes the movement flow a lot better. The platforming is really good in Jedi Survivor. It's no Titanfall 2, but
Oh, the
it's
platforming
solid.
challenges. I mean, that is
Yeah, the
just a
platforming challenges are
no-brainer in
great.
both games.
Yeah, I think
Uh,
the platforming challenges in Fallen Order are kind of like ugh, whatever. Like this is like one of the only times on this level I'll be able to use wall run. It's like why? It's like in Titanfall 2, you kind of have to go looking for it.
yeah, Titanfall 2 is much more open in terms of gameplay, for
Mm,
sure. You like determining
even
how to get to an area quickest.
mm,
That could be many different paths, really.
it's
It's
definitely a way better game to speed run. But yeah, I don't know. I've seen Titanfall 2 speed runs, and I haven't seen Jedi Survivor speed runs. So I mean, that's just ignorance on my part. But like Jedi Survivor is also, like we're saying, it's a more open game. It's a longer game. Once you get to Kobo, it takes a while for it all to open up, but I was a little surprised and taken aback that most of the game is on Kobo. And you do go to about like 5 other planets, like Coruscant, the moon base. You start on Coruscant, then Kobo, moon base, Jeddah, which is another large area, and I feel like I'm missing one. There's like
Nova,
Nova
uh,
Prime or something.
Nova Garon,
Nova Gara. Nova Prime is from Marvel.
Nova
Yeah,
Gaxon,
yeah.
Nova Genon, Eek,
Mm-hmm. Eek Barbadurkle.
Eek.
Uh, but yeah, it's like it's pretty good, but I think a lot of the game, too much of the game is focused on Kobo, which is kind of the point of the story. You're trying to push back the Empire and take back this occupied planet and, let the inhabitants, live and hang out at the bar all day.
I mean, I don't know about that. I would argue that.
It makes it
Uh,
worse.
I mean, not. I guess it doesn't necessarily make it worse, but the Empire doesn't really get involved. The Empire isn't there like at all before
Yeah,
Cal gets there. Part of the reason he goes there, part of the reason Grease is there,
because
is
they aren't.
because there's very little Empire.
Right.
But like
Yeah,
as
they have the
over
Raiders.
time, the
Yeah,
game becomes more Empire invested, and by the end of the game, there's
they're
a
everywhere.
Star Destroyer in the sky.
Yeah, which
Um,
sucks. Yeah.
it's just like,
Cal, why'd you do
did
that?
did you really help these people? I mean, it's Bode's fault. Spoilers.
Yeah,
Um,
we said that. Yeah, Bode is a treacherous individual. Yeah, he's the one that sold out your team. I think that twist is pretty good, pretty great. It takes a
the
while to
greater
get to
twist,
it.
though, wouldn't you say, uh, is that he's a former Jedi?
Yes, no, I in my first playthrough, I knew there's something up with Bode. I kept trying to attack him early. I could have ended the game early, but they wouldn't let me. That's because they were saving something. They were saving
He was
something a
using
little
his
extra
force
special.
shields.
Dude, yeah, man, he fucking grabs you and he goes, "Get over here!" And he fucking throws you around a little bit, and you have a boss fight with him. And I wish you got to keep the speeder. There's not really many places to take it, because they have to like make a new level for the speeder. But yeah, it was pretty cool. The game adds mounts in addition to the dashing, which is really good because the levels are really big.
Yeah, you have the
You know,
Final Fantasy chocobos on Kobo.
yeah, yeah. You got the
Um,
the tall blokes, the giraffes you can ride.
yeah, tall blokes.
Well,
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like anatomically that shouldn't work. You can't be that tall and that fast. I feel like something would
Um,
break.
I don't think you understand
It's different
how that
gravity or
works.
something. I don't know, man. I'm
No,
pretty
I mean,
sure
I think
giraffes can't be
like
that fast. Like, think about like a jaguar. A jaguar is really low to the ground. They have like fast twitch muscles that can like
but
communicate
like on
quickly.
average, like tall humans are faster than short humans because their legs can reach further.
Right, yeah. But like you have to think about the square cube law. So like putting more force on something that's larger will just strain it longer. Maybe they live like 2 years and their
I
legs
hope.
just break.
I hope.
Eventually.
I don't want to. Nah, never mind. Sorry.
Bro's so bode coded, it's crazy. He's just rooting for all life in the galaxy to die.
I'll do anything to protect my kata.
Yeah. Bode has a daughter, which is kind of interesting. I thought that was less interesting than him being a former Jedi. A former, what do they call it? Like, he's like Jedi intelligence or something. It's like a
Yeah, he worked in
spy.
the library. I mean, yeah, he was like a spy.
Library.
Yeah,
He's not. I mean, maybe occasionally. I mean, it sounds like a boring shift, but
yeah,
you
man.
know,
Jocasta
yeah,
knew.
yeah, I don't know. Yeah, like speaking of story moments, it's just like, yeah, Titanfall 2's campaign is just it goes from strength to strength. Even like you could say it starts kind of slow-ish. Like you can't even say it starts slow, right? It like launches you out of a freaking cannon, and you're just wall running through everything. You've got like two boss fights before like the best mission in the game. Um, it's just yeah, you run around, you shoot guys. It's pretty quick if you know what you're doing and if you don't die a lot. You just shoot the
Yeah,
guys, pick up the stuff.
I
You
found the
know,
Titan combat to be a little, uh, I guess, under, um, in comparison to the ground movement,
the Titan combat.
pilot
Yeah,
movement. Yeah,
yeah.
the I
It's a
found
little
the Titan
stiff.
combat not as, yeah, not
It's not as
as fluid. I
engaging.
mean, naturally, because you're much bigger, so the space feels much smaller.
Hmm.
Um, but also in terms of
No wall
maneuverability.
running. You only get double jump on. No, you get double jump for every Titan, but it doesn't go as high. Only Ronin has like a good dash. Every Titan has a dash too. It's a similar dodge system, but yeah, it just doesn't feel yeah, like you said, as fluid. I was gonna mention that it's just hmm yeah, certain Titans definitely get it better than others. Like the Ronin, as I mentioned, the Viper is pretty cool. Yeah, just keep going through the missions. I mean, yeah, it's just and there's that cool sewer level. You know, you have to go in the sewer, and you get the arc thingy. The
Hmm.
arc, and you get to like as you're wall running and like parkouring around the level, you have to like move platforms towards you. And another really cool set piece is like I don't think it's the same level, it might be, but like where you're like they're like building houses, they're building suburbs in a factory. And you like kind of run around these houses that are like either on their side or like upside down, or just regular, and they start splitting apart, and robots come up, and I guess what do you call 'em? Mercenaries also pop up sometimes. Just gives you a lot to work with.
Yeah, it's
you
very
know
visually stunning, visually fun. It's a good set piece. This game has lots of good set pieces, lots of jaw dropping. Like, oh, they didn't have to do this, but then
they
you also think,
did.
well, if they didn't do this,
Yeah,
what
nobody.
would there be?
Well, yeah, I mean, it's like
So they
I
kind of did
think.
have to do this.
Yeah, no, I think after Titanfall 1 had no campaign, they cracked their knuckles and they had to lock in, and I don't think any level gets that better. It's like halfway through the game, freaking cause and effect, man. One of the most memorable levels in a video game. I'm pretty sure the first time I played it, I just restarted the level. I didn't even I didn't even go to the next level. I just restarted because it's just that good, man. And everything about it at the beginning, you find this guy in a wall, which talk about a massive screw up. Like, what were you cooking? You find this guy in a wall and you jack his shit,
I
put
mean,
it
you give a
on. Now you have
toddler
time travel.
bazooka. What do you expect to happen?
I don't know, man. You give BT and Cooper a bazooka. They freaking blow shit up with it. They'll probably figure out how to rocket jump it.
BT Cooper is crazy.
I said BT and Cooper.
I know, man. What I'm talking about earlier. And you
We don't
called him
talk about that.
BT Cooper.
And they're
You
like,
said,
that's
I'm
the
pretty sure
thing,
his
though.
name is BT Cooper. You are
Oh
pretty
man, that's the
sure.
thing, man. In my head, bro, it's like, bro, this game is such
Oh,
effective propaganda because
they're
they just meld.
symbiosis.
They're the same, bro. It's like
Wow.
the
It's
Blue
like
Beetle
Venom.
movie. It's like the scene where they touch hands like Michelangelo, bro. You become so engaged with your Titan, not only because like you don't even have to do the Titan combat most of the time. Like even in the boss fights, unless there's a boss that like makes the ground lava or something like that, you can get out and just play as the pilot
I did
and go
not
for the
know that.
battery, which is yeah, which is like a really cool part of the game. Like it makes the multiplayer very balanced because you can't have your Titan up at all times. You have to build up your Titanfall. So it's just like, man, man, this guy thinks he's all that in a giant robot, man. I'm just gonna, jump on his back, take his battery, dude. Fuck you.
Yeah, certainly evens the odds.
Yeah, it makes it a lot of fun. But yeah, just in cause and effect, like you're jumping back and forth in time, and it's like yeah, it gives you a lot of freedom. It works almost like a cloak, which it replaces your cloak button if you're playing like multiplayer or something like that. You know, yeah, it works like a cloak, but you have enemies at the same time. There's one. It's not a very memorable room, but there's a room where you have to fight off these lion guys and robots in the past. And the first time I played it, I was really scared of the lions. They were just jump scare me, man. I'd go back from the past, dodging like a grenade or something, and they jump on you, dude. It's very effective. I didn't get clipped in a wall though. I don't even know how you managed to do that.
Well, he forgot.
He did forget. He did forget. And right after this, you have the beacon mission, which is the first time you get thrown by BT, which is one of the best narrative moments in a game or in a campaign, definitely in an FPS. It's just like, man, you see him throwing something earlier, and you're like, man, oh, you should throw me. And you're like, well, I don't want to be thrown. Then you get thrown, and you're like, holy shit, yes, yes. You fucking hop on a wall, you're fucking, now you're going, dude. Now you're fucking up and at him.
Yeah, and I think it's another great set piece. Really just
Yeah.
running on walls, jumping. I mean, the jump pack, I think, is just a great innovation that's greatly utilized. But uh,
Yeah.
where is it? Where bring more,
Yeah. More, please. Man.
please.
Please, sir. Yeah.
Bro's
So,
not gonna do it
after
here.
BT throws you, you establish contact with the militia, and you get to go back. You get to go and you get to have a big old Titan fight. Uh, one of the times where you can't really get out of your Titan, you'll probably just die instantly. But yeah, man, it's like a Titan war, and everybody's got one, and you're freaking with your brothers in arms, man. It's like a true blue rebellion. Meanwhile, Cal he's pretty lonely. He's a survivor, man. His whole his clan is dead. His rebellion is pretty much dead. Even the people he was just working with are dead. All he's got is this guy Bode. Ugh, Bode, and man, he's getting tempted, dude. He's getting tempted by the raiders, and that goes to like the whole theme of the game, really, with Tanalor. You find this Jedi guy.
Dagon Gera,
Yeah, you find Dagon Gera, man. It's just like he's really in a
a
he's in a
Jedi from
bad
the old
way.
Republic, preserved,
Yeah,
a
it's
la
really
Captain America.
interesting. Yeah, he's Jedi Captain America, and he
Or I
wakes
guess
up.
maybe more like Winter Soldier because of the arm
Mm,
and the temper.
yeah, yeah, more of a Winter Soldier maybe. Nobody brainwashes him. But yeah, he wakes up and he's angry because the last time he was he was awake. Last time before they froze him, they were getting attacked, dude. They wouldn't listen, man. It's just like my ranked teammates. He's making call outs, and they're just like, no, no.
Yeah, the Jedi were playing for vibes.
You're playing for vibes, and Dagon Gera, he got kicked. He got booted. And so when he
Yeah.
wakes up with one arm, he's so mad. He's not even like really listening to
Where'd
Cal.
my arm go?
Yeah, it's a very
Where's
cool
my
scene actually.
arm?
It's a very cool scene. He's pissed about his arm. He's pissed about the Jedi. He's like, man, who is this fucking ginger fuck in front of
Did you
me?
take my
Smells
arm?
like mayonnaise. And he fucking he gets really cross and he bleeds his lightsaber. And I don't know. People get really up in a they got really in a tiff that happened on screen and in the acolyte. But I mean, I saw it in this game. I thought it was sick. I'm no Star
Yeah, I
Wars
don't have a
nerd.
problem with crystal bleeding.
Yeah, I think it makes sense, you know? Like, what are
And
you
like,
supposed to find a red one?
it,
Fucking,
I mean, well, I think artificial crystals was also a cool concept.
not as cool. You don't get to have cool anime scenes where the guys fucking go Super Saiyan and bleed their
Where
shit.
like May from the Acolyte's lightsaber, it's like it's blue, and then it's like, oh, but it's turning red. Oh, it's turning red. It's gonna turn red because her
I
crystal was
mean,
still in the hilt when she was doing it.
really, was it like a slower process? Because for Doggin, it's like takes like a minute. Like over the scene, he's like kind of working himself up. The lightsaber doesn't really change color until he focuses on it, though.
Well, yeah, I mean, he takes the crystal out of it first.
Mm,
Like
right. So she did it
with
wrong.
May, it's an accidental thing because like the hilt gets broken, so she's like she can touch the crystal while
Mm.
being able to hold the lightsaber, and she's just so angry that like she just does it without even
One
thinking.
thing I have seen a bit of that scene, and one thing she doesn't seem as angry. I'm sure she has her reasons. Dog and
Oh
Gara,
yeah,
she
she should kill all them.
but yeah,
Well, no, she shouldn't kill all of them, but she has every right. Yeah, like it's very understandable,
and
and
she's
like
from a
even
similar era. Oh yeah, even
yeah, she's from the uh I think High Republic.
this is the difference between the High Republic and the Old Republic.
Um, the High Republic is like 100 years before the Phantom Menace, and like the Old Republic is like 100 years before that. Maybe I don't know.
I'm pretty sure it's like thousands of years before that, so there's actually a lot of distance
All
between
right.
them.
Well, maybe. I mean, yeah. Let me check. I guess. Looks like the Old Republic was thousands of years ago, whereas the High Republic was only hundreds of years before
You
A
know,
New Hope
Anakin.
or
Yeah,
Phantom Menace even.
yeah. You know, really messing up a good thing there. You know, and yeah, I think Dog and Gara is a pretty relatable character, even if he exhibits one of my least favorite tropes in fiction, where he just does not listen to you,
I'm
or
evil
listen to the
now.
main character.
Sorry.
Yeah, but it's such a sick scene though. Yeah, like I said, he has his reasons, you know. Yeah, and somehow he finds the raiders. He finds some raiders, and somehow those guys they got the droids, man. The droids are
I think he
back.
had been working with them beforehand before he'd
How?
gone. What do you mean?
How? There, it's like thousands of years ago.
Well, that species. Well, it might have only been hundreds of years ago, but the species of the general of the raiders. I'm forgetting his name. He has a boss. It's the species from that one
I know it's
episode
Ravis.
of Ravis.
Yeah, he defeated
Uh,
him thousands of years ago, and Ravis never
yeah,
forgets his L's. So
yeah. Ravis is a species that's like constantly healing and repairing itself, like effectively immortal. I guess unless you cut the right part.
yeah, unless you're Cal and you're
Yeah,
heartless.
I mean they like completely incinerate it in the Clone Wars cartoon to get rid of it, and like even then
Damn
it's
it.
like still like a cell is like, oh god, well, there's a little bit left, gotta get it. Yeah, I could do with the Force member, maybe a bit of mayonnaise to go on the side.
Yeah, yeah. My family loves mayonnaise. I don't get it, but
I
you know,
think
I just gotta
well
take a few
something that's
cues from
exciting is
Cal.
speaking of Force members that Marin in their relationship they get closer. Is Marin best girl in the game? There
It's the
aren't any
ninth sister
other
for
I
sure.
guess choices.
I mean, there's Seer,
But
ninth sister, Drya. You
well, yeah,
know,
but you can't date them. I'm
so
thinking
there's
more
one
of the
choice.
I'm thinking more of some of the bar attendees, um, like
Yeah,
the Twi'lek with the
yeah.
yellow
There's
shirt. I forgot her name.
I like the white girl
the
with the helmet. Um, I don't know. It's
I
really
don't
sad
know.
what happens to all those guys. They just all they all slowly leave. You reach like a point where you
Yeah.
get them all at the bar, and then the Star Destroyer shows up, and yeah, his events and plot. Doc and Garrett's causing a real big ruckus with Ravis. They get the droids back, and they're really a delight in this game. Really add a lot of humor. A lot of the enemies don't really say much. Says, "Oh, there he is, get him," stuff like that. Uh, but I think the design of the enemies is a lot stronger than it is in Fallen Order. A lot of
Mm.
them return, but just the the, the improvements to combat are a lot add a lot to this game. That you get like new stances, you get new force powers. Makes the game a little easier, but just a lot more fun. Um, you
Oh
also get a
yeah.
larger meter. Mm.
Oh yeah. I agree 100%. I think that the new stances are great. I think they add a lot of variety to the combat, um, which is needed. I kind of wish it was just a weapon wheel rather than select two stances and pick between the two. I think a weapon
Um,
wheel might. Uh,
yeah, it would work better in plot, kind of. I mean, the cross guard kind of needs a little more setup. But yeah, I don't know. I was a big cross guard guy. I also like I go with like cross guard, either staff or dual wield, maybe even single. But single and cross guard, it's like because you want one with high damage, and you also want one that can attack quickly.
what the
But
hell is
single
staff?
has, like lightsaber staff, because you have dual wield and you have the staff.
Oh, okay. Like
Yeah,
double bladed.
yeah. For some boss talk, I mean, the first time you fight Doggin, man, it's just one armed, man. Who even cares, dude? The second time, dude, now he's got two arms. What's even going on? He force makes an arm for himself, and using his special ability, which is like a Tsukiyomi type thing. He's got Mangekyo, and he just makes you see shit. I think that adds a lot to his fights. I think you fight him 3 times before
Yeah,
you get the twist.
I think that progression, yeah, is really neat with um, the starting from just having one lightsaber to now I'm carrying one lightsaber with my hand and one with the Force. And
Doesn't he get
to
like more?
no, I think he stops at two, but yeah, I think he gets an extra hand. I
Yeah,
mean,
to
no,
do
like
force
not an
power
extra
stuff.
hand. He gets uh, he, he force makes his hand, like you said.
But between those two fights, between the first two fights, you fight Ravis, which probably was my favorite boss fight, even though it was the hardest one. Once again, I played on the
Between the
hardest
last
difficulty.
two,
Yeah.
between the last two Dagon Gera boss fights, you fight
Yeah.
Ravis.
And yeah, man, they've been teasing Ravis for like the entire game. They're like, there's at least one fake out where like you're face to face with Ravis, and he sends his assistant to go fight you. And it's like, okay, man, what is this, man? I'm not here for this. But once you get him, yeah, it's pretty cool. His first phase, he's like normal. He has tentacles, but it's not as bad as the second phase. He goes full hentai movie on you, and it's pretty exciting. The telegraphs they're pretty tight, but also fair once you learn it. And
What difficulty did you play this on?
yeah, like I said, the hardest difficulty.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, very
Grandmaster. I
difficult.
wasn't going back down. I wasn't going back down. Um, yeah. And I think it's pretty interesting. I don't think the gun form is that useful. Ravis would be a boss fight where like you would think, oh yeah, I need some range, but you're better off just throwing your lightsaber or using force abilities because man, the gun does like no damage.
I mean, I like that you can do the gun like during any animation. Um,
I never noticed that.
like you can be mid swing with your lightsaber hand and like but you got your other hand, your gun's still pointing at them. Just pull the trigger.
Yeah.
I think and you can basically stun lock them like that. At least some of
Yeah.
the normal
Enemies.
enemies,
Yeah.
not the bosses.
Yeah. I don't know. One of my favorite things to do in this game with you get the cross guard and you do your dash attack. Every lightsaber has a different dash attack. The
Mm,
gun's dash attack is it's like you flail around. It looks like you're fencing or something. It
yeah,
looks kind of gay. I don't know. But with the freaking cross guard, you say, "Fucking screw this lightsaber." You drop kick them in the chest, and that's how you stun them. I think it's way sicker.
the animations are pretty good for all the lightsabers, but yeah, the crossguard is certainly very heavy feeling,
Yeah.
which
Mm.
is great.
The animations are a real double-edged sword, if I will. Yuck it up. I know, because they're beautiful, and they put a lot of work into them. But I don't know. I don't like getting stuck in animations in gameplay. I don't like stuns. I don't know how necessary that was, but yeah.
I think it's yeah. I mean, for me, that's just part of like the these type of games.
Yeah, I don't know if it has to be though. I mean, I guess it's a part of Dark Souls, like Bloodborne and stuff like
Well,
that, which
it's
these
part of
games
the
take a lot of.
challenge is the timing. I think you have to balance it well, where
Yeah,
better timing equals better damage. Like the moves that take longer to perform, should be much more
better. Yeah,
powerful, and I'm sure they are.
yeah.
In
Unless you just lift everybody up with the force,
Yeah, there's so many
that
great new
takes a
force
while.
powers like that. And
Yeah, Force
they're good
Slam.
in the vein of a Metroidvania, though
Yeah,
still the story is quite linear. But I suppose,
yeah.
I
There's like a
mean,
lot. You can't really change the story. There's a lot of side bosses
yeah,
and side content that you can get to at different times. I haven't even seen everything in Jedi Survivor yet, which is pretty neat. Yeah,
well, you've been slacking is why.
slacking, man. I don't like Kobo. I don't like Kobo. Speaking of not liking Kobo, yeah, Doggin Gera, he's been holding Tantalor over your heads. He has the map to
Tantalore.
Tantalor, and Cal, Seer, and Marin. They're doing what they can to hold what's left of the Jedi Order together on Jeddah, but Jeddah is kind of getting pushed up on. The Empire's sniffing out their location, and they're looking
Yeah, I
for an
mean,
alternative,
they want
and he
kyber
has it.
crystals.
Yeah, and Doggin Gara's got it. Who are they fighting though?
The what are they called?
The
The
Darks.
guys that could like they had hyperspace
Yeah,
highways.
and the Jedi didn't. I guess.
Like I mean, they could just like they could basically like teleport to anywhere, but like
Mm,
they couldn't get to Tanalore. It's like the something the
yeah, the Nihil.
yeah.
The Nihil. Yeah, no. Yeah, they were already on Tanalore, but yeah, no, they gave orders to abandon it, which really pissed him off, dude.
Everyone's blameless and it's a tragedy, but the
Blameless.
crystal made him turn
They could have
evil.
won. They could have won.
Well, I mean, sorry, did I say the crystal made him turn evil? The evil made him turn crystal.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. What I was saying though, yeah, you get to do a tag team. You already have a couple tag teams. That's one of the things they add to this game. You get like a little companion, either Bode or Marin. I don't think you get anybody else, but yeah, you get a few boss fights with each of them. And the third time you fight Dog and Gera, you're not alone, and you and your buddy Bode, you jump him, and then yeah, man, he steals the map to Tanalor and leaves you for dead. What a dick.
Is that what he does?
Yeah,
I mean, like eventually, it's kind of like take him to Eno Cordova.
yeah,
Bo kills Eno Cordova, takes the plans, calls. I mean, he already called the Empire.
Yeah, man. By this point, you're pretty much at the end of the game. He's finally betrayed you, and man, the big guns show up. You got freaking Darth Vader.
And
It's
this time you
pretty.
get to fight back. Well, someone gets to fight back.
You switch to Seer, who has somewhat different abilities. Not really much of a learning curve. He only has the single blade, but
Yes, instead of
I.
slow time, she has a shield.
Mm,
And
yeah,
her combat is permanently in the dark side posture, but obviously she's using it in a light side way.
man,
It's just
something
the
George
same
Lucas would
animation
never
that
do.
Cal gets later.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's pretty sick. I mean, you don't really get a lot of time to use it. You're pretty much introduced to it in this Vader fight. Which, yeah, you fight him, you get his health bar down, and you go in for the final blow, and he just gets you. Gets you good.
Sorry, but I don't die until Return of the Jedi.
Which, man, yeah, what is this, man? You could have had her, I don't
I
know.
feel like
Yeah, it
this
was
could have
better
been
if
an
she
alternate
died.
universe where she kills him. It's
Yeah, man, really forget the
it's going in its own
canon.
direction. Yeah, honestly, like forget the sequels, forget the originals. Just the prequels are canon. Just
Yeah,
the Acolyte and the prequels and the Clone Wars. And
yeah. And then you restart. Uh,
yeah, Anakin dead. Luke Skywalker is just gonna
he's a
live
baby.
life as a
Yeah, he's
farm
just a
boy.
little
He's like
baby.
maybe 10 years old, 5 years old. Yeah, I think he's about 10 years old. I think Jedi Survivor takes place at the same time as Obi-Wan.
Hmm. Interesting. Yeah, that would make
The
sense because of
Inquisitors are
all the
busy.
yeah, the Inquisitor business. But yeah, I mean, that's really the end of the game. You fight Vote again, which is a pretty cool boss fight. It's just like, yeah, man, you finally unlock your dark side. You freaking yeah, you get really cross at him. You're like, why? Why we could
Yeah,
have gone to
symbiote
Tannehill
surge.
together? Ah, you get
Why'd
symbiote
you just
surge.
kill a bunch of people? Just
Yeah,
because
man,
there was a
those guys were
target on your
chill.
back? You
It
put a
was
target on
just
your back? I would. Yeah, man. I
no, man,
think.
because he has a daughter. Because he can strap it up, dude. It's like,
Man,
man, why is
Cal's
that all
Cal's like
on?
bode yell is like I think maybe as chilling, maybe more chilling than Darth Maul's Kenobi yell from
Hmm.
Rebels.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, it is really a good scream. Really good scream.
Bode!
Great acting, great acting. But to jump back to Titanfall, we've been on Survivor for a while. Yeah, I mean, it's got a lot of impressive moments, like not to mention the cause and effect or all the tosses. It follows the rule of threes. Pretty solid tosses. But it's got one of the more iconic lines in gaming, with probably the best boss fight in the game, Viper. You go to hell, tell him Viper sent you. I hear that everywhere. I forgot that was from
Ooh,
freaking Titanfall, man. It's freaking cold as
ooh,
hell.
that's so tough.
It is tough though. It is super tough, man. Yeah, man, and he's a kind of a hard boss idea. He's like flying around. Yeah, that's where the second throw takes place, man. It's a moving throw onto a freaking airplane, man, on a freaking starship. You're jumping around. You gotta jump between sometimes, man. It's like, man, why can't I do this in Star Wars? It's almost the same setting, just with more giant robots. Or I guess the giant robots are better. I don't know. I feel
Mm,
like I feel like Jedi would have a pretty easy time cutting down a Titan, but put like an AT-AT against a Titan and it's cooked, man. I don't know.
yeah, that's probably true.
And like, yeah, you do fight some pilot-like enemies, some guys with jetpacks. No guys really. It would be cool if like some guys followed you while jumping. It's mostly jetpacks, but you just grab them out of the air. Like if a pilot tried, parkouring around a Jedi or any Force user, they would just get grabbed and stabbed. It would be really sad.
Yeah, they'd have to like pull some Grievous tactics and like scare them.
Yeah. Um. I don't
Terrifying
know.
presence.
Yeah, maybe if they picked up a lightsaber. I feel like if Cooper picked up a lightsaber, he'd probably be decent. There are some extra boss fights in Jedi Survivor where you fight non-force users with lightsabers. The old bounty system. You
Oh
get
yeah,
bounty
there's the
chicken.
bounty system, and then there's also some of Ravis's
Grievous' skins. Yeah, they
yeah,
killed a
they
bunch of
have
Jedi and they stole their
yeah
lightsabers.
all of
Yeah,
Dig
skill
Garrett's old
issue.
friends. Because I mean,
Skill
yeah,
issue.
because yeah, I mean, yeah, Dig Garrett was rebelling against them with that whole group, and they're like, okay, well, when I die, find me, and it took them like hundreds of years to find him, and eventually Cal had to do it for them. Like they
Yeah.
were looking for
Were
that
they
key
even
for so
looking?
long, and they just didn't know how to ask nicely. All Cal had to do was ask nicely, and it was like, "Oh, here it is."
Yeah, well, I mean, he had to do like a Jedi puzzle. He go through a temple.
Yeah, he had to fall in a hole.
Mm,
He has to
yeah,
fall into the plot.
yeah. I think story beats in Titanfall are just they're super strong. I would say Jedi Survivor story definitely affected me more than Fallen Orders. There's just a lot more moments where you're like, oh man, oh jeez, uh,
Fuck.
fuck, man, fucking Bode. Even though I expected him to turn on us, man, and man, how could you hide you were a Force user? We could have used that. I guess that would just make him
Yeah,
more suspicious.
I like the shift from focusing on the Inquisitors to like at the start of this game, Cal sort of closes the book on the Inquisitors, killing
Ninth
the
sister.
Ninth Sister for the ninth time. Um, this
And
time
why
for
didn't he
good.
just stab her? You cut her head off. You're setting
He
off body
did this
parts,
time,
fucking
I
with her.
think. He
Just
did
yeah,
this.
he
I
did.
think he did.
They could just replace
Yeah,
her
and
head
then
with a
we
droid
started
head.
focusing on the ISB and like I think focusing
The
on different
ISB is so cool.
aspects of the Empire
Mm,
in each game is a good route to take because like even though Bode is like a Force user, his real danger comes from the fact that he is ISB.
yeah,
He's an ISB asset that's
yeah.
like being
It's a
used
freaking CIA, man. They
like
got the Force. They got
under
the
like Darth
Empire
Vader, the Emperor's
CIA.
will, because like
Yeah,
obviously like
man.
you can't just be having non-inquisitor force sensitive goons. That's cheating.
Yeah, I
I mean
think
that's
the
not allowed.
overall theme, besides, everybody's holding on to something that they need to let go. Either, they're holding on and they're doing a good job, like Seer. They're holding on toxically, Cal and Doggin and Bode. Just give your daughter to the Empire. And I don't know what you're doing,
What
but new Inquisitor? Question mark. But
man,
no, no,
I
no,
don't
no.
know if
But
that
then
there's
as
obviously
Marin,
a compromise there that is risky,
mm,
but
yeah, yeah,
do you I guess that's sort of the question with Bode's character is like what's more important, like you're like the collective
family.
or like the immediate family.
Yeah,
Um,
he's very conservative. He believes society starts at the family unit. And then like you got Marin as well, who's already like needs to, kind of be Cal's example. Even though she doesn't get that much time in the game, when she does shine.
I think it's weird that they make her a virgin.
Well, I don't know.
I
I
mean,
think it's good.
I find it hard to believe that
Well,
she
I
didn't sleep with
mean, she was
anyone.
like controlling all those guys on what's
No, I mean like in the
what's
time between, because like
yeah.
she was. I mean, like she brings it up like how like you meet anyone on your travels,
Yeah, I mean, she
and she's
looks
like,
weird. She's a witch.
Cal, I'm a virgin. Cal, I've never had sex before, ever,
And Cal's like,
ever,
oh
ever,
wow,
ever.
my monks taught me to never have sex in my life, but they're all dead now, so let's get it on, dude. They
No.
have stinky K sex in a
Okay.
desert.
You said stinky cave, and that part got me
Yeah,
excited.
you know, naturally,
I'm in it for the
naturally.
cave.
But yeah, thematically, Marin is like probably the healthiest character in the game. She doesn't really need much of an arc, because she already had her arc in the first game. And Cal's arc took him from hiding to helping, and now I guess he's helping, but in a smaller scale. I don't know. I think he kind of takes a dark turn at the end of this game. There's something about Tanalorr that almost maybe it has like a dark side and energy. I really wished we got to explore more of it. At the end of the game, there's only like 3 rooms there, and one of them is like a boss fight room. It's a really cool area. Yeah, I don't know. I really like to know more about it. Hopefully, in the third game, they don't just abandon it.
Yeah, hopefully it's not like just like the first area and then it gets like the Death Star destroys it.
That would be awesome.
And like if you gotta escape, you gotta escape,
Yeah.
you gotta escape.
Dude, yeah. I mean, talk about some parkour. Like, there's a scene like that in Titanfall where, like, it's not like a whole planet getting destroyed, but like, it's like an arc reactor or some shit. The MacGuffin is like exploding, and that's like actually the third row. Man, you put it inside of BT at one point, then they destroy him to get it. You get the fucking sick ass smart pistol, the AI pistol that just shoots everybody in the head for you.
Oh
You
yeah,
run
I got
around,
the side
and
of
then and you take his fucking eye, you take BT's eye and put it in a different robot, and he's like, "What's up, Cooper?" And then you fucking go to get the MacGuffin, and then it's fucking destroying everything, and you're parkouring on the destruction of the planet, and you're fucking, and then you fucking stabilize it, and he's like, "Trust me," and he throws you, and then he fucking blows up, and you don't get his eye, and it's so sad, man, but it's sick, dude. I think that'd be pretty cool to see. I don't want Cal to die or anything, but they should parkour on an exploding planet or something. I don't know. Maybe it could be like a half-charged Death Star
yeah.
from
Countdown on the planet, and
no. I
the
said
rest of
the
the game
opposite.
is Kata.
It could be that would be horrible. I don't want that,
What?
even though it's probably a good possibility. But like yeah, it could be like a half-charged Death Star. It's around the same time as Rogue One, or it could be. So yeah. But there are a lot of questions to answer. It's like they keep doing Star Wars media in this time period, and they have to keep slotting in characters like, uh, what's her name from Bad Batch becomes like a random rebel pilot or something. Hopefully, she doesn't get blown up.
Omega.
Omega, yeah, she's like a rebel pilot or something, and
I mean, yeah, she does join the rebellion, but I mean,
maybe she
fighting
survives.
fascism's a noble cause.
Yeah, hopefully she doesn't die. But like, I feel like a similar fate
She's a Filoni
awaits
character.
Kata, and then like, there's almost no way Cal can survive the third game, which is just so sad. He deserves to live on Tanalorr and have 9 kids with Marin, and
Nine
have a
kids,
clean
bro.
cave sex
Why?
because there's water on Tanalorr and you can wash up.
Why does he have to get her pregnant 9 times? He can force contraceptive.
Yeah, but what's the fun in that, dude? Kata needs like friends. Plus, you got to build an army, dude. They're coming. They're coming.
And Jesus, is that all she is to you? Just an army builder?
No, man, she's like the best character. Yeah, I think the bosses in Titanfall, like only like 1 or 2 of them are memorable. Like, there's the guy at the end. There's all the bosses do talk to you throughout the course of the game. Yeah, I think the bad guys in Titanfall 2 are most similar to the raiders from this game. They're just really in it for the money. They're just mercenaries, and I think thematically it's very strong because, the true villains of Titanfall 2 are the Apex Legends. They're the ones trying to blow up this planet for money, and, man, they blew up the franchise for money.
Valkyrie is so bad.
Valkyrie?
Valkyrie?
Valkyrie. Yeah, I mean, I guess, Valkyrie's okay.
She's the daughter of one of the bosses in this game.
In what?
Titanfall 2.
Interesting. I lost my boss list.
She is playable in Apex Legends.
I lost my boss list. Wait, hold on.
I kind of mean her back in the day,
Yeah, I don't know. I really don't like bosses. Yeah, Kane. Kane is the only one that's that interesting because he's the one who kills your mentor and kills Sensei right in front of you. And you meet him a few times over the course of the game, and by the end of the game, he just fucks off. He's like, the payment didn't go through. Oh, oh wait, you guys having some difficulties, but yeah, that's just how it goes, man. You can't trust live service. Go back to the classics.
That's very wise.
Yeah, you can't trust AI. Despite what we said at the beginning of the episode, AI is amazing. Use it every chance you can, and it will save your life, even if it takes 1,000,000 batteries and a lot of water around.
I cannot condone this. I cannot condone this.
I, for one, welcome our new AI overlords, but yeah, I don't know. One thing that Titanfall 2 doesn't have much of is collectibles and customization. They only have the pilot helmets, which I think serve their purpose fairly well. They're just little parkour challenges or secrets you have to be creative to find. But in Jedi Survivor, there's you can't walk anywhere without tripping on a collectible. I have like a lot of over 100 hours in Survivor, and I found like 4 collectibles just playing to try to get gameplay for this. And it's like, man, how many freaking haircuts does one guy need? He has like one poncho. I guess, I don't know, do you count the tucked in ponchos as a poncho? Tucks in a poncho. Does look cool though.
I wouldn't count the tucked in. I wouldn't count any poncho that isn't like from the first game as a poncho, as a true poncho.
Well, there's a poncho in this game though.
Yes, there is a poncho in this game that does use many of the skins, including the default one.
Yeah, some of my favorite ponchos didn't make a cut.
Yeah, same here. My favorite poncho did not make the cut.
I had the pink poncho. Who cares, man?
Yeah, I mean, I guess like a big streamer or something was like really into the pink poncho, and I guess it was like a meme. It was like a big Jedi Fallen Order stream was like, "Oh, dude, the pink poncho, pog! Oh,
pink poncho! Oh my god! Oh, sounds gay. I don't know.
Whoa, what? What the hell? Why did you become homophobic?
I'm not. I'm just saying, like, it's not a good or a bad thing. Like, could it be a bisexual poncho? There's nothing like that in the game. There's no straight poncho, that's for sure. I mean, is the navy blue the straight one? I guess so. Questions?
There's a camo poncho, like...
That's pretty straight, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, I don't know. What does your cow look like? What was your favorite cow build?
My cow, he's got a double-bladed lightsaber and this hilt, right? It's a bright shining metallic red.
Really good, great.
The entire hilt is just a single color. You can make them in different materials, different colors. Not me. I made them all whatever the hell, the blood plate, the red metal, shiny red metal with the green blades. Of course, this was also what I had in the first game. I'm just merely recreating it. I had and to keep with that.
What's his fit like?
He's got green jeans. Green undershirt.
Bold.
And red vest.
Christmas cow. What's his haircut? What's his haircut?
He's got the scrapper haircut from Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. And the just the stubble, because he is a bit older.
Yeah. Is it like his haircut from the cover art?
I mean, it's fine, and it looks enough like him. Still, I mean, it's
Survivor, and then Scrapper's the one he had in the first game.
Yeah, the longer hair.
Right.
I think looks better. I mean, it's just more iconic. I don't know. I don't like change, and I'm glad when games cater to my fears.
Yeah, really talk about real Shell Cooper. Fucking yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I fuck with the Christmas Cow, but
We
that's the
cannot keep
beauty of
referencing the
this
Big Bang
game.
Theory. This is not a Big Bang Theory show.
Wait till Show Exchange, episode 30. We'll get to it.
Bro,
We'll get to it.
you're gonna watch Legends of Tomorrow for that.
All right. Well, I mean, and I'm down to watch that again. But yeah, Mike Cal, if we're starting at the lightsaber, you never mentioned. I'm guessing your your BD matches your lightsaber.
Uh, no, no.
Mm,
I believe. Oh, you know what? What does he look like? I think it is probably something red and green.
yeah.
Probably dark red, green highlights,
He
maybe.
does get less time
Or
in
no,
this game.
maybe actually it
Same with
might be.
Grease.
It might be normal white BD. I think I'm the only thing I changed was I changed the red paint to like metallic red.
Right, right.
Might be a low key BD.
Yeah, I'm low key all the way, man. I only try to go for matte black, as close to matte black for all my equipment as possible. Every time I found a matte black, I would just swap my lightsaber to that. I just think it looks cleaner. Um, I don't know. My color, pretty sure is blue at the moment, but you do get some customizing there. And red comes with the DLC. I know that was
No,
in the
New Game
first game.
Plus.
New Game Plus, okay. Yes, DLC in the first game, but yeah, matte black with the blue.
Free DLC.
I try to make him look like I didn't try, but he kind of looks like iDubbbz in the face. He's got a buzz cut
Actually, I think the
and a
first game is
mustache.
also New Game Plus.
Excuse me.
Sorry, just you're the one talking about getting things wrong.
Okay. But yeah, he looks like iDubbbz in the face, and I don't know. I think it's pretty cool. He looks like like he's Dark Wook or something. Dark Wook Cal, which
Yeah,
really fits his arc, his game. He gets the dark to go with his woke, and yeah, I don't know. He's got the mustache. He's got the buzz cut. I like the I'll call it a tucked in poncho for lack of a better word.
I mean, I always
or
saw
the
like a
wife beater.
hoodie.
Yeah, the hoodie and the wife beater underneath. Maybe sometimes just the training shirt they call it. Sometimes just that.
Yeah.
Any pants will do. But yeah, that's the beauty of going with an all black BD and lightsaber. It goes with anything. But
Yeah.
I don't like the hair in this game for some reason. I don't think it looks that good. I think his first haircut, like he looked really dorky in the first game. I tried to make him look cool or something. I don't know.
Yeah, and you went with shaved head and big old cowboy mustache.
Yeah, man. If only I get a cowboy hat, which they have in Star Wars. Where's the hat system?
Yeah, I think yeah, hats in the third game. I mean, yeah, what kind of features would you like to see?
I would
Or I
like
guess
them to make the parkour more like Titanfall 2. I think the
yeah.
level design is pretty solid. There are some interesting puzzles, like we mentioned the arc. We mentioned the cause and effect mission. I think, yeah, they could just copy cause effect. Maybe I don't know. Like the
That might
force
be
powers are pretty
interesting.
interesting. Like a push and pull, all that. But yeah, I think they do a good job with it. As at the moment, like my big problem with this game, I hope they add more planets or make them larger, right? Because there are as many planets as there were in the first game, but they are of equal size. I do think the level design and puzzles and parkour are all better, but it's like the loop feeling you get of running through an entire planet's map and coming back to the beginning doesn't happen as frequently. On Kobo, you can loop through one area of Kobo. And like, yeah, maybe a little embarrassing, but sometimes I would get lost. Just getting stuck in one area. And it's like, man, I don't want to get stuck in an area, man. I want to get to the beginning, which it's almost impossible to do without fast travel.
Yeah, they did sacrifice. I think. I mean, there are a lot of shortcuts, and you definitely can like use all those shortcuts like to get to the start of like the Luger Hulk to the end of the Luger Hulk, or swamp area in one go. But with the addition of the fast travel, it's definitely not as much like a priority in the design. So I think it does fall shorter than the first game in terms of utility, just because. And I wonder, does that detract from it with being able to basically fast travel from every bench?
Yeah. Yeah. Do you think Hollow Knight would have been better if they had fast travel between every bench? I don't think so, actually.
Yeah, I'm not sure. And I'm wondering,
because you already have static stations.
Is Jedi Survivor improved by the fast travel, or would it benefit from?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes, unequivocally. But I'm trying to think. Is there anything we might have missed? Yeah.
Nothing as cool as the Night Brother city in Dathomir.
No, yeah. I think the planets are a little cooler in Jedi Survivor. I mean, you do go to... Is Kobo iconic? I mean, you have Jeddah, which is well known, gets blown up.
Yeah, Kobo is like, I don't know. It's the Jedi Survivor planet.
Yeah.
Yeah,
they have a lot of freedom to do.
There's like, let's design all the gameplay mechanics around Kobo dust and Kobo goop and Kobo mold.
Yeah, one thing I'd like to see in the next game is to return to some planets. Maybe Kobo, definitely Dathomir. What is that ice planet in it?
Ilum?
Ilum. It's ill, bro. It's sick. But
Ilum would be tough to return to. I mean, it would have to be like a freaking.
They blow it up?
No, they don't blow it, but it becomes Starkiller Base.
Oh, yeah.
So I mean,
that sounds sick. Yeah,
they are. But when was Starkiller Base finished building? They already started mining it by the end of Jedi Fallen Order. It's so weird. Was it just sitting there? Did they just have Stark? I mean, what? Maybe. You know what? Yeah. Now that I'm asking questions about it, I feel like maybe these are some unanswered things they could explore. Why was the Empire? I mean, I guess they were just mining it out because of the kyber crystals. Maybe that just answers that, and then. But there's still answers you could find there. I wonder what a sect of the Empire that Cal might be going against in the third game. If he went from Inquisitors to ISB, is there maybe he's going against freaking generals and admirals and grand moffs.
I mean, I don't know. An Emperor fight would be interesting. If he dies to the Emperor, that'd be neat.
Emperor eats to. He opens his mouth crazy big and just swallows him whole. That's what I want to see.
But yeah, just to wrap things up, I mean, yeah, I guess we'll probably do a little Titanfall gameplay, do a little Jedi Survivor maybe. We're feeling generous. Yeah, but give a quick ranking. Number ranking and how peak is Jedi Survivor.
I think Jedi Survivor is maybe 8.5 peaks out of 10.
This is not the system we talked about. It goes slop to mid to peak mid and peak and then mega peak.
I think it's peak.
I would have to agree on that. I would give it I think it's a big improvement on the 6-7 I gave Fallen Order. I'd give it an 8.5. Really solid game. It is pretty glitchy. It's something we didn't really talk about. There's a lot more glitches. Yeah. This game is gigantic. Literally, my PS5 was crying because there was no space left, and I deleted Guardians of the Galaxy, Marvel Spider-Man, and Prey, 2016 or 2017, and that's just That's just way too much. It's 136 gigs. It was in desperate need of optimization. I think a lot of the reviews for this game suffer just because of how unoptimized it was. And like that day one patch was like 50 gigs. I remember people talking about that. Like, honestly, just disgusting work from Ubisoft. And yeah, I'm not gonna put that on Respawn. It wasn't even, yeah, whatever.
Yeah, Ubisoft, what?
Yeah, right. It's
EA.
Ubisoft. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, they're all the same. All these corpos are all the same. Speaking of
True
corpos being the
that.
same, what would you rank Titanfall 2 from the 8 hours you played it and beat it?
I would say it's like, yeah, probably. I mean, yeah, another 8, maybe. Yeah, 8 point. I don't know. It's like it's short but sweet. Maybe like 7.9.
Mm,
Um, uh,
uh,
yeah, maybe 8.
what is it on the peak scale?
It's peak.
Mm,
I don't know.
yeah,
It's not in like my peak list, but it's like it's I don't know. They're
it's
definitely
teetering. It's
it's
teetering.
special.
Yeah, it
It's
definitely is special.
there's something
I
special about it. It's something that
yeah.
needs to be brought back and reutilized, revisited.
Yeah, I'd say its brevity is kind of a strength. You know, the multiplayer is really good if you still haven't got enough. We play a lot of the multiplayer actually. We played the PvE. We did 1v1s. We played a little online. You were better than me at it, but yeah, I'm gonna have to give it a 9 and a mega peak. Less mega peak than Hollow Knight, but hmm, definitely way better than Space Marine 2. She just absolutely dunks on Space Marine 2, but it dunks on every FPS released in the last decade since COD 4. So
Yeah.
it's not even a decade now. It's been a decade since it's released. The last almost 2 decades, man. We're getting old. We're getting up there.
Yeah, Jesus.
We'll be
I'm
30 before you mention.
40.
Man, I'm like 60. Dude. Just kidding. We're in our late 20s.
Mm.
Late. We're teenagers actually. And we barely
No,
remember. I was 6 when I played Titanfall 2 actually.
we don't get the wrong kinds of messages.
True, yeah, YouTube.
Invitations to islands.
Yeah, YouTube will actually make us put in our ID to keep uploading content. They think we're teenagers.
Yeah.
Man.
No,
Anyway,
we are 30.
like, what's that guy's name from Fallout 3? Like T-Dog?
3 Dog.
As 3 Dog says, fight the good fight, and we'll see you. See you next
Oh,
on Friday actually, and then next week.
wow, wow.
Is 3 Dog go ow wow?
He goes, oh, but
True.
better. I honestly, 3 Dog, best radio in all of the Fallouts.
Oh wow.